Oriel Watcher, and earlier we were talking about a do-it-yourself altar, and I talked a little bit about how to create one, setting intention, and now I would like to discuss a a topic that's dear to my heart and has been for some time, and that is the topic of Reiki. And a lot of people say, oh, I know what Reiki is, or hey, tell me what that is. I get equal amounts of both, and a lot of times people think they know what Reiki is, and I just have to remind them that it's really all about universal life force energy, and it's about incorporating that universal life force energy into our everyday life. And I believe my first attunement or my first experience with Reiki was in 2004, shortly after my father passed away. And I had this treatment, and I saw the symbols literally infused in light in my mind's eye, hovering above me. And after, the session was over and I explained what I saw to this Reiki practitioner, she was so happy that I actually saw the symbols. She asked me to draw them out. I did the best I could, and they were pretty close to the original Reiki symbols that I was taught when I later took a class by a shaman. And Shaman Maggie was my first Reiki master teacher, and she was the first one to attune me to Reiki level 1 and 2. And then I went on to get Reiki level 3 and 4 by a local Reiki master named Jody Cheetah, and both of them had their own abilities and their own sense of reality. And I already had my own particular interests and things, so that's my advice to you, is when you do Reiki, don't necessarily copy or take after your teachers. You are your own person. You have your own set of beliefs. You have your own path and your own road of expansion ahead of you, and we can't be copycats. We can't focus on what other people are doing. This is really about our own path to not just self-discovery, but spiritual discovery. And so in a moment, I'm going to be sending Reiki from me to you and the folks that are watching. But, my Reiki experience, my Reiki journey has been, if you look at the grand scheme of things, it's really not a very long amount of time has gone by. However, I feel like lifetimes have gone by. And I feel like a lot of these things that happen to me now have happened to me before, and I've been presented with a fresher and more efficient way of handling life's problems. And so I use Reiki in absolutely everything I do. Literally everything I do. And with that said, I believe that, these different levels or different concepts of energy work, for me, Reiki suits me best. And for somebody else, it might be Qigong. For somebody else, it might be pranic work or breath work. And really, when it all comes back to all of it, it is breath work, where we are working with, like in some cases, even in my case for sure, I was having to learn how to rebreathe. Learning how to rebreathe. I was breathing wrong. And so a lot of these things, especially through meditation and, study and whatnot, you can do it yourself. You can learn these things on your own, but with Reiki, you still needed a teacher or a master to give you I don't like to say initiation, but to give you the downloads and symbol form to enable you to do actual Reiki. Anybody can learn how to do Qigong And you may learn that on your own through self-discovery, through reading and whatnot. But Reiki, yes, you can read about it and you can look at the symbols, but it's not the same when you don't have a facilitator, a person that is giving you access to this knowledge, okay? And honestly, it is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I don't it's changed every aspect of my reality, and it's given me a sense of purpose, a sense of feeling of connection to the continuum, a connection to everything. And what you call God or creator, this source, this life source, this energy, this loving source of energy, that we are all connected to. And Reiki enables us to be more connected to that energy source. You know, there's 1,000 names for God, but we can just say it connects us to the nexus of creation. It connects us to the cosmos, to the multidimensional reality of everything. And, you know, this, you know, universal life force, this universal life force consciousness, and the Reiki, it just enables you to push that energy out into the world, into the universe, into the multiverse, and it expands. So not only are you working on the immediate around you, you're working on the other realms. You're working on things that you have no idea that you're working on, truly. So I'm going to do a little bit of Reiki and symbol work. So first we're going to take a deep breath. Now, a good way to tell if you're breathing correctly, when you breathe in, your stomach should be expanding, like going out like a balloon. And when you exhale, it should be going in. So sometimes you have to you have to train yourself how to breathe properly, and that is key. And so we're going to just take a few deep breaths. Siekete toketela e kata onda sete eta. So kete shkidu damba tela o. Tekate tinda do sete eta la o. Dekatanda o yakata ensa ota. Tapatala o enga a asasiata Reiki omba yaketa ose. Omba sete tatatala ota. And receive that energy, and I'm pushing it into your sacral, root, sacral, to your hara, your navel, to your heart chakra. And you should be feeling this coming up through your root into your sacral and your hara, all the way into your heart, and filtering lightly up into your throat, into your third eye, and into your crown. And then let it ground you into the earth and connect you to the higher source, your higher self. Chokure Seheki. Um, 3 deep breaths. Aho. We should all be getting a feeling for Reiki at this point. And if anybody wants to have a session with me, I do long distance sessions. I do it over Skype and over the phone. For locals, I do have access to, places, or I can come to you. I will wear a mask, of course, for that, only to make other people more comfortable. I go all over, and I work with all types of people, the elderly, the disabled, young people, and right now there's a lot of fear, and I would like you to use this energy to connect you to creation, to creator, to source, life source, to your idea of God, if you will, and know that in sovereignty I trust, and that I have been working with this energy field for some time now, and I believe in the truth of sovereignty. And for me, Reiki is that method. Reiki is that force, that driving force that pushes this energy out from me to you. And again, you can reach me on Facebook, Chantal Cash /Marie Pansters. You should be able to find me under either name. I have Activate Light Codes page. I have under Oriel Watcher on YouTube and SoundCloud. That is Orieliel Watcher, WATCHER. My next show, we are going to be talking about metaphysical tools, and this was for those who had requested another Reiki video, so I hope that this brought you the energy and the desired results that you were hoping for. Bright blessings, and sending love and light. Aho.